Hello. Boop. Hey everybody, welcome back to What's Happening. My name is Z Garcia, and today I'm going to be playing a little Deep Space D-6 Generation, the the Last Frontier. Those are all unofficial titles, but I like to go with the long title whenever possible. Josh Franklin, good afternoon, loud and clear. That's what I'm talking about. Mike Heller, loud and clear as well. That's what I'm talking about. Mikhail Hansen. Bop. All right, good to see everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, folks. It's Tuesday. Not one of the better days of the week, I would say. Tuesday falls into the bottom half of days, I would say. When you're considering where to rank days and I might do that. Do like a tiered list of days of the week. Honestly, the only one I can think of that even gets close to S tier is Saturday. But yeah, Tuesday is like C tier at best, right? Anyway, but let's try to make it like a high C. And the way to do that, the way I know to do that is by playing some Deep Space D6, which I have right here in front of me on my iPad. So if you don't know what this is, Deep Space D6 is actually a game I've reviewed here on the channel. It was I believe, a print and play back in the day. And then they produced it. That cover you're seeing right there on your screen, I've reviewed that box. I like the game. I remember enjoying what it did. Um, and now I found out suddenly they went and made an app of it. Nobody told me about it. Okay, so I got to discover this just by stumbling upon it on the internet. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Mike Hell says, I backed the physical copy of this back in the day. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. And I think I do not believe I own this game anymore. But for the life of me, I don't know why I got rid of it. Why did I get rid of this game? It was a good game. I mean, the production was okay, right? The dice were neat, but like the rest of the components were just so. But I liked the gameplay. So I don't know. Whatever. Um They did have a sequel, as Joel David is alluding to here, called Deep Space D6 Armada, and I heard the Armada follow-up had some big issues. It had some problems. In fact, I just saw it available for sale at the Dice Tower West flea market, and I even considered it. But I remembered that I had heard that the production had some issues. There were some clarity problems, so I backed off, and it's probably the right call. But let me know in the comments if you have played. Um, Let me know in the comments if you have played Armada and what you thought of it. I am very curious, especially if you have played this one as well. So right here we've got. I just went through the tutorial because it's been a little bit, so I'm going to jump right into it. We're going to go with new game. I will erase the current game I was working on. I do not care about these things. And I have here, um, no shields. What's up? All right, so I'm going to be trying to get through a certain number of threats in space. At the very, very top of the board, it tells me, the screen, it tells me that I've got 42 threats in total. I've got to get through 40 more of them. A couple of them just showed up. And right now I'm dealing with a nebula. They're going to be kind of coming down from the top there. The nebula has 3 health, and it's an outside threat. That's what the triangle in red means. If it was a square, it's an internal threat. I'm in a spaceship and I'm dealing with these things. So I need to destroy this bad boy because I need my shields back. At the bottom, you see that I have space for 6 dice. I have my shields, which are off right now, and then the hull, which is the orange uh, squares there. All right. The numbers you see across the nebula, by the way, are what it would activate on. So I don't have to worry about that. My dice that you'll see me roll here in 1 second are not standard D6. They are custom. You'll see right now. Boom. All right, there we go. So I've got here some different faces that I rolled. Now, thankfully, this one, the red one, is the tactical die that lets me deal damage. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to deal 1 damage to the nebula. Boom, bringing it down from a 3 to a 2. And you see the die is grayed out. Now, here's the fun thing about these tactical dice. The first one deals 1 damage. Any subsequent ones on the same turn deal 2 damage. So I'm about to blow this sucker up. Boom. And now these engineering ones let me repair my excuse me, let me repair my hull, which is fine. And they can also be assigned to missions if it comes to that. But I have nothing else to do with the dice I rolled. I'm going to end this phase. They're going to give me a new threat. They roll the threat die. It hit on a 3. So it affected me. I lost 2 whole on that, as you can see there. Let's go ahead and roll my own dice. And we've got some new faces. Now, this first one here, that grayed itself out, that one is unavailable to me. It's like a scanning die, I believe they call it. And the way it works is I don't have that die. It's kind of locked. And when there are 3 or more of those, then I'll get them back, and I think it speeds up the threats that I have to deal with. So what I've got right now is the attack die. You've already seen that. I've got this green one here, which is going to let me recharge my shields. And it also lets me do a stasis beam, which sort of freezes something for 1 activation. So I'm going to go ahead and use the recharge my shields. And I'm going to use the stasis beam on the space pirates. I am going to... it won't matter, really. I am going to attack the space pirates for 1. But this blue die I have here, this is the commander die, and it lets me do one of 2 things normally. It lets me change another die to any face, or it lets me re-roll all the available dice, which are the crew. So I'm going to do the changing a die to another face. I'm going to change the other blue die. And now you'll get to see all the different faces, right? You've basically seen them all now except for that purple one. Well, I'm going to make the die here an attack die. And I'm going to deal the final damage it takes to take out the space pirates. There we go. Pretty good. Used all my dice. I am going to end my phase and get some new threats. Before I do that, however, let me check the comments here. All right. Boom. Mercenary. If no threats activated this round, -2 hull, which went to my shield. Okay, the shield goes first, and then the hull goes. Now, I do want to mention here somebody who has an Ice Wendigo says a basic enemy ship image would really help. And I don't disagree with you. This game is definitely, both this implementation and the physical implementation were very minimalistic in their graphical design. There's very little artwork. It sort of has this, the aesthetic is incredibly minimalistic. Like, we need almost nothing to get the point across. I don't dislike that, but I agree that it is not the most user-friendly. When you don't have a rule book in front of you, you can quickly glance at, and when you're tackling it like this, it could be a little more user-friendly. All right, let's roll some dice. I'm going to go ahead and attack the mercs. I'm going to attack the mercs again. I'm going to change a die, this die, to the purple die, and you'll get to see what that one does. The medical die is what that is, and it basically lets me return a scanner, one of the two that are frozen down here. I'll get to take one of those back and add it to my pool. So I'm going to do that. Boom, there we go. Let's go to the next round. Don't panic, which is a nothing happens. So nothing happened. I'm going to roll my dice, and I'm just going to try to gain back some of the things I've lost. I'll repair one hole. I'll repair two hole. This one works like damage. First one's 1. Any further ones are 2. And then I'm going to change one of these to shields, and I'll recharge my shields. The shields, I get them all back for a single die. Jennifer's been playing a good bit of Cascadia on her tablet. Yeah, Cascadia has been real good. They did a great job on that one. All right, the drone, it rolled a 1, so it did not trigger. And I'm going to go ahead and go. There we go. So I got 3 of those scanner dice, and it triggered another threat. And then I get those dice back, but for next round. How do I deal with you? I'm gonna just re-roll. No, I'm gonna change. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I'll re-roll. That's not good. Shouldn't have re-rolled. I will stasis beam something. That one. And I'm done. 4 is what happened. Okay, well, the drone goes off, but the raiders, I froze them. And now I roll my own dice. Let's do some damage. I'm going to take out this drone up here. I am going to, with 3 dice, I will re-roll. Sure, all of them. Wow, okay. I am going to change a die to that, and I'll deal 2 damage to the raiders, and then I'm done. Hijackers. All right, so the hijackers have a couple of symbols over here, and I believe they have to be assigned to the hijackers before I can deal with that. Ta-da-da. Okay. Here we go. I will assign that, and I will change a die to that attack die. I'll deal 1 damage to the drone. And this one lets me return a scanner, which I will do. End my turn. Boom, invaders. 3 did not hit. I will roll my dice. I'm going to assign. Oof, that sucks. I'm going to change this die to an attack die. I'm going to deal 1 damage to the hijackers. I'm going to deal 2 damage to the hijackers. And with this, I am going to boop, 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 stasis beam those suckers. There we go. All right, they rolled a 1. Send a unit to the infirmary. I don't like that. Roll my dice. I'm going to assign this one to the hijackers. Oh, okay, so I can do one or the other. My bad. All right, I forgot about that. So I don't have to do both. I can just get rid of them with just that. So I actually wasted that attack on them. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I will get rid of the pandemic and I will end my turn because I got nothing left. A 1. No, nothing happens. Roll my dice. I am going to assign these to the invaders and get rid of them. This is like too perfect. I will assign these and get rid of them. Clear board. Don't panic, which is nothing. Roll my dice. Uh-huh. I will recharge my shields and I have nothing else to do. The don't panic cards, if you would. I have 6 of them shuffled into the 42 that I began with. And that's where the difficulty modifier in the game comes from. So I'm playing on easy mode, so there's 6 of those shuffled in. If I played on medium or normal or whatever it is, then I believe only 3 of them are in there. And then I play on hard, there's none. Roll my dice. Return a scanner. And I'll end my turn. All right. Not ideal. Not ideal. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change this die here to an attack die. I will deal 1 damage, and I will stasis beam them so it doesn't trigger. In case it rolls a 3 or a 4, I will not be hit by that. Okay, roll my dice. I am going to change this die to an attack die. I will deal 1 damage to the boarding ship and 2 more. Taking care of that, ending my turn. Doing okay. Time warp. And again, don't forget what I am trying to do is get rid of all of the external threats to my ship. So the cosmic existentialism here and the time warp are internal threats. That's why they are a square in red, not that triangle with a health amount. So while they are pressure points, I don't actually have to get rid of them to win the game. Once I run out of undiscovered threats and I've gotten rid of all the external ones, I'll win the game. Or if I, lose all my whole integrity. John Fliz, I believe, says, I always play hard. Easy takes too long. But also, John, you're a beast at this game, and I haven't played in a lot of years. You're beasting it. You're in beast mode. I'll get rid of that. I got nothing else going on. All right. Roll my dice. Uh-oh. My comms are offline. All I can do is deal 1 damage to the meteoroid, and I'm kind of done. Things are getting bad. Okay. Can't do anything with that because it's getting blocked. I'm gonna go ahead and deal some damage to that, get it out of there. And then this fella is gonna let me recharge my shields, bring them all back, end this phase. Don't panic, I love it. A 5 does hit, okay. But my shields were back, so I'm good. I'll roll my dice. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and assign one of these up there, assign the other one, get that out of here. And then I'm going to I'm gonna stasis beam the assault cruiser. Okay, a 1 doesn't hit. Roll my dice. Love it. I will assign that to the comms being offline. Get that back, and then I'm gonna blow away this bomber. Boom. Oh, that didn't hit. Good. Oh, that's dangerous. I got two very large ships chasing me down. Joel David says, I might have missed the beginning. Was there a ship type chosen in the beginning? There was not, and I don't know if that is because the app does not do such things. You guys who have played the app more than me, some of you in the chat probably already know that, honestly. Um, or if that's, if I don't know how to pick it, or if that's not a thing in the app, is my point. All I did was select difficulty. I went easy, and I'll play again, and I'll make it harder. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just not a thing that the app has coded in. Might be DLC, says Mike Heller. I don't know. There's not a lot of square footage to this app from what I can see. Let me finish this game and then we'll explore together. Okay? Calm down, swiper. No swiping. Here we go. Let's return a scanner. Let's return another scanner. Oh, wait, I should have. Then I'm going to undo that one. I'm going to return units from the infirmary for that one. And then I'm going to attack 1 damage flagship. In that phase, here we go. Oh, -3 holes. Okay. Ah, come on. All right. Deal 1 damage to the flagship. Deal 2 damage to the flagship. This fella can't do anything. I'm done. Ugh. I'm not doing so hot. Come on. I just went like from 60 to 0 here real quick. It actually doesn't matter if I take that hull back or not. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to assign it to that. And then these are fully worthless. I might die right here, y'all. Game over, man. 6. Ah! I guess you guys really wanted to see me mess around in the menu, didn't you? You just had to send that bad space juju my way. Bad space juju my way. Now I'm floating in outer space. Parts of me broken off, drifting in the void. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Drifting in the void. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Custom game. No. I'll do normal. Options was... There is no... Yeah, there are no ships. That is not a thing. John Fliss says you can set as to drag the icons where you want them versus having to click through the menu. All right, let's try that, okay? Drag and drop. And now we're playing normal mode. New game, blammo. So far, I am enjoying this. It reminds me of how much I liked this game. I will say the drag is going to be, I'm playing on an iPad screen here, so the drag is like, woo, that's a big distance for no good reason. Roll these dice. All right. Am I supposed to like drag this to there? Eh, okay. I don't know if that's better, but sure. It's too far of a travel. That's kind of my problem. All right. I'm bringing back the shields. What's this guy do again? Return a scanner. Okay, I like that. And then with this fella, I'm going to change this fella to this fella, and I'm going to bring this fella back. Yes. All right. Jeez. On a 1? Sure. Once you know the game a little better, I think clicking and dragging is probably a little easier, but while you're learning the game, I like touching the die, and it shows me on the screen all the possibilities. I like that. Because I forget sometimes it's like, wait, how do I bring a die back from like the infirmary? Oh, the stasis beam. I keep thinking it's just the shields, but the stasis beam also. So I like that. I will say it's kind of unwieldy, the iPad screen, and also it's like this. You have to hold it portrait, not landscape. All right, Murr, thanks for hanging out. Glad to remind you of this app. Go Rocket. Enjoy, man. All right, everybody. Roll my dice. Kill you. Do that. And what's this do? Nothing else. What's that do? The stasis beam there. I guess. Does that matter? Yeah, that mattered. Okay. Man. I am not doing super well. Gotta kill some things. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna change this one to an attack. I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do that one, and I'm going to do that one. Try to gain some ground here again. Jeez Louise. Come on. Uh-huh. Okay, I'll kill that, and I'll do that. Don't do it. Okay. My goodness. Uh-huh. Okay, bring up the shields again. A little bit of a death spiral. You're right that it's faster this way. Goodness. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Return scanners or return from the infirmary. I'll do that one, and I'll do that one. Oh. And then I could stasis beam one of these suckers. Guess I'll do that. Wow. What else does that do? Yeah. This is getting goofy. I need more, don't panics. I need a lot more don't panics. Uh-huh. There we go. Whoo! Wow, that was a beating. All right, that's one way to do it. My goodness, let's try that again. I got beat. All right. Return a scanner, then discard. Boost morale. Okay, it just does it itself when I roll a 6, I guess. Got it. I will do, I don't know. I'll change that into an attack, and I'll hit that, and I'll change that into an attack too, I guess. There we go. A 5 minus 2 hull, that's okay. Roll all my dice. I am going to do that. How do I want to do this? I don't want this thing around any longer than I have to, so I guess I have to attack it. Wow, that is very likely to hit. Okay. I'm going to freeze that sucker. Wow. There's some nasties. Definitely getting all my shields back. Changing this to attack. Changing this to attack. And I will take out the interceptor, at least. Jeez. Okay. Shields back. Um... This is return a scanner. I'll do that. I can... I'm going to change this to an attack and try to whittle this down. Cool. Nothing on that one. Let's go. That's the turn I needed. That's called turning it around. Mm-hmm. Boom. My shields are offline. I don't like any of that. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, yeah. There we go. I'm going to get my shields back, and I'm going to... All right, I'm going to... I could waste that. I could change that to an attack and do at least one on there. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and unlock all those. I need those badly. And I'm going to freeze that guy. Oh, come on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How do I want to do this? I want to turn that. No, I really want that shield. I will do the shield. A single hit right now is not that useful. I'm going to change that into that, and I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. Give me a 6 already. For goodness sake, that boost morale has been there the entire game. Come on. Freeze that guy. Take that back, I guess. And I'll repair that. Give me a 6. Jeez. There you go. You just got to tell it loud enough. Whoa. That was a terrible roll. That's my turn, huh? Ooh. Goodness. That's nasty. I need a difficulty between easy and normal. Where's that difficulty? Okay. Roll my dice. Not what I need. I guess I'll do a little bit on you. And I'll do a little bit there. Let's see. Okay. Uh-huh. Cool. That's something. I'll do shields. I'm gonna get rid of space pirates. I gotta start thinning out this herd. For goodness sake. Wow. All right. I am not gonna do that. I will discard. If I assign it, it's stuck there. So yes, I am going to discard that. I am going to recharge my shields. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, the problem was I was down, almost every die was in the infirmary. And so I'm waiting on one type of die roll to get to unlock all the guys in the infirmary. If I don't get that and I'm down to like a die, as you saw there, or two dice, it's just not going to happen, right? It might not happen. You do kind of need an emergency big red button you press one time in the game or whatever gets you out of a jam. So um, it doesn't really work out. Again, I don't know if I missed it. I'm sorry. I'll go back here through the chat and see, but if anybody has played Armada, Deep Space D-6 Armada, which was a follow-up to this, let me know in the chat what you thought of it. Because I think it's a really good-looking box. The whole production seems neat, but I've just heard such mixed things, and I think some of I don't know. I mean, like, the game looks good, the production looks good, but I heard that the finalizing of the whole project, the whole product was a little flawed, and I don't know exactly what happened there. So I am curious if anyone has played it, what you thought. It's one I would love to try out, but not if it's got issues. I do like Deep Space D6 though, and this app is not bad. This is one I would like to play, I think, on a phone. This is better suited to play like on my iPhone or something like that. It's a little too big for an iPad screen. Things are kind of too spaced out. Everything feels a little too like the real estate is seriously being wasted on the screen. David M says, no, sadly, I did not play it. I read the rulebook, my eyes crossed, and I got rid of it. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus, right? Was it just too much? They added too much stuff to it? I guess that's what it is. John says, I feel the app covers most of the field of either game. To me, I get the feel from, I get the feel from the app and it's satisfied. Phone works great. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the ones I add to my phone. I have very few apps on my phone, game apps on my phone. I could see this one being a good one for the phone because it's going to work well. They aren't even selling it on their web store, says Mike Heller. I guess it's just out of print at this point. Anyway, folks, I think it's going to do it for Deep Space D6 for me today. The main thing I discovered is I do still like this game. It's wildly punishing and pretty random, and it's probably a better fit for a phone than a tablet. Those are good takeaways. I'm glad with that. Now, before I let you go, I do want to mention a couple of things, everybody. I want to point you to two specific places. Point you to our Patreon. If you enjoy what we do here, you want to support us, then check out the Dice Towers Patreon. Become a supporter that way. Help us continue doing what we do. Bring you content such as this so that you can enjoy, unplug, get away from the Tuesdayness of it all. And then I also want to point you to our Discord channel. Make sure you go over there and chat it up with us. Loopy there is putting the link to Patreon. I appreciate that very much. And then, like I said, our Discord as well. You can go chat it up with us. You can have encounters with characters such as Loopy, Chris Yee, Mike Heller, longtime listener, first time texter. It's not me, it's you, the Stalker Guy, and many others. So go check that out, the Discord. For now, I'm going to get out of here, folks. I got stuff to do, okay? Thank you very much for tuning in. Those of you that I didn't know in the chat that were fans of Deep Space D6, thank you for coming out and telling me your thoughts, telling me that you're glad to see the game featured and it makes you want to, go back and check it out yourself. That's wonderful to hear. So really, really thank you. That's going to do it, everybody. My name is Z Garcia. We'll see you on the next one. You guys take care. Enjoy your Tuesday.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. You can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.